The pass to Dunleavy. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Chicago. Portland's got into trouble with the free ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Lillard from outside. And the Trailblazers,
another
three.
I was going to do the...
And that's sort of been the story here today.
Oh!
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
I just broke his ankles.
And Aminu kicks to Crabbe. Lillard. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. That they played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Doug McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Harkless. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Crabbe. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Outside Butler. To halt the run. No good off the back of the rim. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls Clark had playoff experience prior to their postseason run the season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, two-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
Aminu, the pass to Leonard. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
I've never heard that saying before.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
I just bought VC. I'm trying to...
Leonard hits them both.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
I just made this count yesterday.
And here's Brooks from outside. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Trailblazers out in front, up by 16. And will return shortly. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
That's $450.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And Lillard gets double-teamed.
Because I can.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Gibson leading the charge. And stolen by Vonleh. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And about that, but they were in the from the floor on the year. And what's going to be out of bounds? The trail was 17. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Henderson dishes to Lillard. The tray. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Why you keep pausing it?
And it's Lillard again missing. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Finally!
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
It's hard to believe he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Bulls trail by 16. Moore right side. Bulls moving the ball around. And Mirotic has it in the corner.
Why did I shoot with the freaking
And the Bulls
center?
get it back. Takes the three. Moore with the bucket. Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard attacking. Dishes to Aminu. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And Mirotic kicks to Moore. Here's Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in.
Layup.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Lillard. And the shot is long.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Dunleavy. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal.
He's a center. He's
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Justin Holiday comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Moore. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Noah the screen. Pass to Mirotic. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And McDermott subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Ball's knocked loose.
I knew that was going to happen.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Do a way better alley-oop than that.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
And the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Mo Harkless.
Assisted by
6 points for C.J. McCollum.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Rose, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for the Trailblazers, Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Henderson for Harkless. The three from McCollum. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The feed to Brooks. Lots of room. And Davis pulls it down.
Yeah,
Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Henderson passes to McCollum.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Got it off in time. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to get. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Bulls trail by 17. On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Henderson in at the small forward. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. 5 on the clock. Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Aminu comes in for Ed Davis. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And here we go with Gibson. Nobody back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
2 point is.
Poked away. Plumlee with the steal. And here they go. And that happens in Chicago gains possession.
What was that?
It's just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bulls trail by 13.
Triangles took.
And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road.
Fudge.
Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets.
Poke loose.
How did he lose the ball?
Here's Rose.
Fade away.
And again, no good by Chicago. Trailblazers leading by 13.
What am I doing?
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result. And we saw a similar first-round exit for the Blazers in that 2013 Nuggets team. If the Blazers want to go deeper this season, they'll need to be much tougher on the road.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
What was that?
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
I only got 23 points, though.
Bulls trail by 16. Lillard with the block.
Yeah,
and he's able to get it back. Stolen by McCollum. Puts up a 3.
And you only have 39.
And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by
now
McCollum.
You do. Stop talking all
that
that
trash.
trash.
12 points for Damian Lillard.
I don't I'm not a 2K freak.
Whoa!
I'm not a 2K freak.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Well, just because I don't know how to play, it doesn't mean I don't know how to play.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a... Oh!
Come on now, you know what? How about this? How about I just...
Young fella, watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer. And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run. I'm just telling you, just
keep thinking you're good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Passes it to Dunleavy. Harkless with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lillard. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. Justin Holiday is checked in for Dunleavy. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Jimmy Butler. Whoops, there's the 24th. Brooks checked in. It's Henderson on the wing. Brooks covering. Lillard the pass to Vonleh.
How?
Lillard left side. Clock at 6.
A step back freeze is not an ankle breaker. Idiot.
Portland needs to get off a shot. Leonard dishes to Vonleh. Holiday brings the double team. Goes back up. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Portis. And again, no good by Chicago.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the...
Oh, my God. That's what I thought. You better stop talking. I'm on that account.